Yo, what's up guys, your boy Pav, music production here from Producer Bus. How y'all doing? Today guys, we're going to be looking on how to turn your vocals from sounding like this.
She don't really roll her eyelids. Wearing tight clothes, got an accent. You by my side, ain't no average.
To sounding like this.
She don't really roll her eyelids. Wearing tight clothes, got an accent. You by my side, ain't no average. Blonde figure like that got me driving, burning it up, driving it now. I'm 20 on the M-way, jazz and funk, I'm living it up. She calling me crazy, I'm pouring it up. She know we don't give a damn. Pull up in foreign, put ice in my cup. Energy telling what's up, energy telling what's up.
Now if you guys just started watching these vocal tutorials, you guys can give us a suggestion on what kind of vocal preset you want to see here on Producer Buzz. So again, thank you for your suggestions last week. And obviously we've had a lot of great suggestions, but this was the one that stood out the most. Lil Baby times de Baby kind of vocal preset here in FL Studio. Now if you guys got more suggestions, make sure you drop them below for next week. We're going to have a lot more great vocal presets here for FL Studio. If you just hit the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the like. I put a lot of effort into these videos, so I hope you guys enjoy them. Again, drop your comments below on what you want to see, and I'm going to go straight into this and run you through the whole process. You guys can download the whole preset and an FL Studio project file from below. So smash that like, and let's go, let's do this. You know how it is. It's your boy Pav. Pow! Alright guys, so here we are in FL Studio, and as you can see we got the main vocals here on the main recording. This is what we use to record, and this is just the main recording, and we have sound goodizer effect on here with the mode A selected up to 70%, just like that, and that gives us this really nice kind of that effect that we're looking for. To get that Lil Baby, kind of effect. Lil Baby kind of vocal preset effect here in FL Studio. Now, obviously, once you guys start recording, you will record the vocals just like this, Yeah.
She don't
This is the
really
quick
roll her.
test. So I just done that really quickly and play this to you. Yeah. This is the quick test. And what you're going to do is you're just going to double click on this and drag this to one above it. So whatever you used to record, in this case we use channel 10 to record, we're going to put the main vocals on channel 11. Just like this. Click in there and put it on channel 11. And that's what we've done with the vocals. So put it on channel 11. And then we added, I added two effects on here. So I'm going to show you the auto-tune effect. And on the auto-tune here, we're using alter antenna, and we're using G key, so you can, you don't always have to stick to the main key that fits with the beat, but for this we did. So we went for G scale, minor, and then on the retune speed here, make sure you set it all the way up, and humanize 50%. Everything else just leave as it is. Do not click on any effects on the side, otherwise you're gonna sound like Celine Dion or Jeff Rona. I don't know who that is, but yeah. Anyway, so that's that. This will turn our vocals from sounding like this.
She don't really roll her eyelids.
To like this.
She don't really roll her eyelids.
So it gives us that really nice kind of Lil Baby kind of vocal effect, which is what these artists have used, and they didn't kind of overkill it. They kind of kept that naturality in there. But yes, the retune speed is all the way at the top, and then on top of this we're gonna add fruity multiband compressor on this, and what we're gonna do is gonna turn our vocals from sounding like this.
She don't really
to sounding like this.
She don't really roll her eyelids. Wearing tight clothes, got an accent. You by my.
Now guys, depends if you got I'm gonna run through the settings first and then tell you something. Right, so make sure these settings you guys set to what I'm telling you now. So the threshold on here is -18 dB, ratio 2:1, the knee 68%, attack 10.1 milliseconds, release 109 milliseconds, and a gain 0 dB. Midband, the medium threshold 13.2 dB, that's minus, ratio 2:1, knee 100%. Now if you guys don't know the values and you're like, whoa, you're going too fast, look up here in the hint panel. When I hover over these, you will see that every time I hover, you will get the actual reading of what the attribute is, and that's how you guys get the attributes straight from the top here. So the attack is 16.1 milliseconds, release 693.1 milliseconds, and the gain is 5.6 decibels. The threshold -21 dB, ratio 2:1, the knee band, well the knee should I say, the higher knee is 42%, attack 10 milliseconds. Now you guys can take this attack down to 0, but between 0 and 10, just to give us that little bit of a latency on that attack, just to give us that nice kind of effect. 5.3 and 10 is fine. The release 109.0 milliseconds, 1009, 301 decibels, and that's that. Now if you guys want this to sound a bit higher, not like this,
She don't really roll her eyelid.
take the gain and move it up. Check this out.
She don't really roll her eyelids. Wearing tight clothes, got an accent. You by my side, ain't no average.
So it depends how you guys want this to sound, but the baby is usually somewhere around here, like, you know, the 3.3, 3.1.
She don't really roll her eyelids.
Hey,
Wearing tight clothes, got an accent.
what?
You by my side.
So as you guys can see, that's the first step, okay? That's what we want. Then we're gonna go on here, go on EQ, and what we're gonna do is go on the top here, select presets, and select vocal presence. And what we're gonna do is move this up, and down. Now just to easing up these vocals, make them sound like they're vocals, you know.
She don't really roll her eyelids. Wearing tight clothes, got an accent.
Now on top of this, right at the end on slop 10, you guys, we're gonna add something called the modern de-esser. And you guys can download this from the link in my description. It's on Producer Buzz, free to download. And what we're gonna do on the side here, click on preset and select vocal. And what this will do is it will basically kill off any unwanted and harsh frequencies.
She don't really roll her eyelids.
But on the ratio, we're gonna take it all the way down, this time to 0.22, and width to 10, 0.10. Again, look at the hint panel at the top. Everything else stays the same.
She don't really roll her eyelids.
What?
Wearing tight clothes, got an accent.
Hey,
You by my side, ain't no average.
how did we turn these vocals sounding so good? I mean, my voice is like, but this sounds so brilliant. If you guys like this, make sure you hit the like. Now this is like the main vocal, so we're going to keep this as the main. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to file and save this. Now you guys will be able to download these. I'm going to save these as presets. So can't even write. So this is the main vocals. Okay, so I saved that. Now we're gonna go on to the reverb and we're gonna open up the same effects we used on the main vocals. We're gonna right click, file, open mixer state. Now you guys will need to save it. I saved it so you guys can load it. So don't save anything, just click on load. Now when you guys download this preset, you will see that you have something called the main vocals. You guys can open this, or you will see that you have reverb. Open the reverb and save you the time of running through this tutorial. But if you want to run through the steps of what I'm doing, then just open up the main vocals and you will see that you'll get the main vocals and even rename it on here. So put it back to reverb. This is just for our reference, the names. Now what we're gonna do on here is we're gonna add some reverb and stuff, but first we need to clone the main vocals. So we're gonna use the select tool, highlight everything in red, then click on draw tool, and while holding shift on your keyboard we're gonna right click, drag down once, let go of the shift and let go of the mouse, and boom, we've just cloned it down. Now if it doesn't stick, make sure your magnet is set to stale so it doesn't go off the grid and it stays in line and within the bars that we have set here in FL Studio. Now on the side here we're going to click on this little wave format and we're going to click on make unique, and we're going to do that for both of them. Make unique. You will see we have a hashtag 2 at the bottom as the top one doesn't. Again, hashtag 2 right at the end there. This just represents that this waveform is different from the one at the top, and what we do to the one at the bottom won't affect the one at the top. Always do that to separate the waveform. Now we're going to click on this and put this to track effects number 12, which is the reverb, and this is going to be the reverb. When we play it now, we're going to have 2 tracks just overlaying each other.
She don't really roll her eyelids.
As you can see, sounds a bit funny. I mean, this doesn't really, you know, sound like anything like reverb. So we're gonna just isolate the reverb, which is track on here, and we're gonna create reverb. So on channel effect 12, we're gonna click on here and we're gonna add something called Fruity Reverb 2, and we're gonna select on the side a preset and something called Studio preset, small studio, and we're just going to take the wetness down to 50% like that and leave that all the way up so we get this kind of effect.
She don't really roll.
Then we're going to click on here and select another reverb, just a normal reverb with normal attributes. Just going to make it about the diffusion to about the room size about 61 like that. Okay, and the diffusion, you guys can turn it up and down, but I usually leave it around 86, just get that nice kind of diffusion.
She don't really roll her eyelids.
And then on top of this we're gonna add something called Panagement 2, and you guys, you can get this from the link below. Panagement 2, free to download from Producer Buzz again, and you're gonna on here select concert at the top, decay halfway. The size is turned to about 72.86%, just like this, you know, not in the middle, not 75, but in the middle, just like that. The tail we're going to cut off completely, and the wetness goes halfway, and this in the model, you know, just middle, just drag it and make sure you just drop it anywhere in the middle like that, and don't touch anything else. Play this.
She don't really roll her eyelids. Very tight.
Now if you guys think that that's too much, change it to heaven.
She don't really roll her eyelids.
It's a bit better that, you know, it hasn't got too much of the diffusion. I don't want to play around with the cut, so I just stick to the heaven preset on here, as the concert's got too much of a reverb going on and it's just repeating, and I just can't be asked to play around with it. So I just leave it on heaven. It will do the same thing. It's just making it easier for us. And we're gonna add another reverb. Oh my god, another one. Yeah. This time we're gonna put the wetness all the way up. Okay, we're gonna make the room 61 again, but this time we're gonna turn this halfway on here on the input. Well, not halfway, 25%, and this is what we get.
She don't really roll her eyelids.
Now it's very high, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna add Fruity EQ. We're gonna kill the first 2, like not kill, but just take them all the way low. So the first one is completely dead, and second band minus 13.6.
She don't really roll her.
Now if it's too low, you can turn it up halfway.
She don't really roll her eyelids. Very tight clothes, got an accent. You by my side, ain't no average. Long figure like that, got me driving, burning it up.
So just like that, we got this really nice, you know, kind of reverb. Now we can take the auto tune off.
She don't really roll her eyelids. Very tight clothes, got an accent. You by my side.
And we can turn off the Fruity compressor as well for this. So this is only going to be the reverb. We don't need that auto tune on there. It'll make it sound a bit more natural, the reverb. And And we're going to overlay it with the main vocals, which is at the top on channel 11. Now before we do that, make sure we turn the reverb down all the way down and play it, and then turn it up to find the right volume. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to turn the volume up a bit.
She don't really roll her eyelids. Wearing tight clothes, got an accent. You by my side, ain't no average. Blonde figure like that got me driving, burning it up, driving it now. On 20 on the M-way, jazz and fun.
Whoa, and there we go. We done that reverb really nice. Check this out. So we use the stags of different reverbs to create this really nice kind of reverb effect that, you know, that Lil Baby, they kind of use on their vocals, and it's very simple. You have to stack and stack, as you guys can see. We've stacked a crazy shitloads of reverb on there. And I shouldn't be swearing, but yeah, here's what it is. And you guys can see that it's crazy, you know, but it sounds good once you put it together. Don't forget that modern de-esser is on there, just easing them up. If we want, we can take it off. It will make it much heavier. Check this out.
She don't really roll her eyelids. Wearing tight clothes, got an accent.
Don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's a lot more heavier than, you know, what it sounds. And when it comes to mixing, you guys will hear that, you know, like, wow, yeah. And now the ad-libs. So we got the ad-libs here at the bottom. Obviously, once we mix the main vocals, this is what the ad-libs sound.
Eyelids. What? Wearing tight clothes, got an accent.
What? So obviously we want the ad-libs to sound good. So what we're gonna do is record your ad-libs, and I'm gonna set it to channel 13. There's no effects on here. So all we're gonna do is select Fruity EQ2, and I'm gonna select the preset and 3 bands. I'm gonna take the first band down halfway and up, just like this. And I'm gonna go in and put in another Fruity EQ and just halfway kill the first 2. And then I'm gonna put in a bit of fruity reverb, just like this. Keep it at normal, just put it in halfway.
Eyelids.
What?
Wearing tight clothes, got an accent.
What? And just like that, done a reverb. Now if I want, I can add a stereo shaper to this and stereo shape it to the right 10 milliseconds, just like that. And this will give us this nice kind of stereo effect.
Eyelids.
But you will need to turn the volume down a bit.
Eyelids. Wearing tight clothes, got an accent. You by my side, ain't no average. Blonde figure like that got me driving, burning it up, driving it now. On 20 on the M-way, jazz and funk.
Just like that, so simple. As you guys can see, you know, I just done the ad-libs in like few seconds, the effects, and obviously you got it here, and you got that white space between. You guys want to delete that? I'm going to show you quickly how to get rid of the white space. So you got these little scissors, the slice tool, and you just go in here and slice between them. Don't worry too much, just make sure it's not the actual waveform. Slice between them like that, you know, all of them. When it becomes too heavy and they're too close, just zoom out, just like that. Okay, you don't need to slice the end. And then use the scissors and get rid of any excess and anything at the start that you don't want, which is fine. Then make sure you go on magnet and select none here at the top. Now make sure you select that back to cell when you're finished, but all we're going to do is click on here and drag these just like that. Boom. And because we sliced them, we made it so much easier to get rid of any white noise that we may get between the ad-libs. And there will be white noise because, you know, you got the headphones on, you will have background music playing on there. I mean, if I play this to you, check this out. See that? There's background noise. And that's what we're getting rid of. And it's so simple, you know, just like this, we get rid of it. So we can skip all of this and get all of them done. And as you can see, we've covered the whole thing, and that's how it looks. I mean, check that out. We've cut it all up really simply, and now let's have a quick listen.
She don't really roll her eyelids. Wearing tight clothes, got an accent. You by my side, ain't no average. Blonde figure like that got me driving, burning it up, driving it now. On 20 on the M-way, jazz and funk, I'm living it up. She calling me crazy, I'm putting it up. She know we don't give a damn. Pull up in foreign, put ice in my cup. Energy telling what's up, energy telling what's up.
Hey, and there we go, guys. So I'm gonna save all of these presets, so I'm gonna show you how to load them up as well. So file save as, so this is the main record, main rec, main vocals already saved. I'm gonna save the reverb, and I'm gonna save the ad-libs. Now for the main vocals, obviously you're gonna main vocals on here, you're gonna require Autotune EFX. If you don't have it, it'll come up with error. You need to replace it with your own. Modern de-essing you can download as well, and the Management 2, which we used on here, you can download as well. So you shouldn't have any issues. They're all free plugins, you know, and you can get free trial on the Autotune as well if you guys don't have it, and try it for 30 days. Link is in more description. And once you know, download my preset, you can also go on here and just click on File, Open Mix Estate, select any one. So let's say you select the main vocals. Boom, just like that, it's loaded up the main vocals. And next to it, you can load up all the, you know, presets that I've set for you, like the ad-libs. Boom, you know, all the settings, the right volume, everything just there. The link is in more description. And yeah, let's go straight back out. Alright guys, I just want to thank you for watching. Again, if you've got any suggestions, make sure you drop them below. Go and grab that vocal preset from producerbuzz.com. The link is in more description if you guys want to go and download it. But from that, stay safe, peace out, and I'll see you again next week. Ciao.